Hello you guys and welcome back. Today's video is going to be full of cleaning, decluttering, and organizing motivation. We are starting things off in my kitchen because as you can see, it is an absolute disaster in here. We're also going to be going outside and setting up our back patio. We have finally been getting some nice hot weather. Summer is finally here and I am very excited about it. We do also have our first camping trip this weekend and I want to make sure my entire house is in order before we leave for that because there is nothing better than coming back home to a clean house. But I hope you all enjoy today's video and thank you so much for being here. So the first thing we are doing is just clearing off the island. We had tons of stuff that had collected over the last couple of days. I had done a little bit of shopping. I did get a new salad bowl, so I'm just breaking down the box for that. I also had to get some new containers for my kids' lunches because just over the year, they have continued to lose the lids for each container that they had for their little snacks. I don't know how it happens, but slowly over time, they just seem to disappear. So I stocked back up on those. And can we also talk about the fact that school is almost over? We still have another month of school here. Our schools don't end until the end of June, actually. But I have seen some posts of people already wrapping up their school years. It is crazy to me that some schools are already almost done or are already done school. You guys will have to let me know where you are and if your schools are still in session or not. We are going till the end of June, like I said, and we usually start school back up at the beginning of September, but I actually think this year is a little earlier. I think they start August 28th or something like that, which is crazy. That is a little bit of a shortened summer for us. Usually we start after the long weekend in September, I believe. So let me know where you are and if your schools are already out and when you go back if they are. I'm wondering if those schools start maybe back up in August. Do you guys still only get the 2 months of summer? That's usually what we get here is July and August. So I'm just very curious. I always like to keep it real with you guys and keep things transparent, and I am not going to change that now, but I am really struggling with keeping on top of my housework. I don't know what it is. I think I am lacking some motivation when it comes to cleaning. Once I get up and get started, I do good and I can power through it all. But recently, I've been having a hard time just getting started. I don't know how people with young kids are staying on top of cleaning their houses because I have 3 kids, I have 2 dogs, and I do have a husband who I do lump into the mess makers of my house. And we are struggling over here. I feel like unless I am cleaning every hour of every day, there's just no way that I can get it all done. I used to be very good at getting my cleaning done in the evenings once my kids went to bed, but now that they're a little older and our days are just more jam-packed, I feel like I have nothing to give by the end of the day. I cannot wait to sit down on the couch and watch a show or read my book or do something for me, and I think that's a big area of where I'm going wrong. I used to be able to catch up at the end of the night, and I don't do that as much as I should anymore. But I just wanted to let you guys know if you are struggling with staying on top of your housework, you are definitely not alone. I technically clean my house for a living here on YouTube, and I still feel like I am constantly behind. So if you are in the same boat, do not worry because you are definitely not alone. The summer months also don't help because we would much rather spend our time outside than in the house catching up on cleaning. I personally find that cleaning motivation videos do work very well. If I turn one on, I find it does motivate me to want to get my house in order. So I'm so happy that you are here and that I can be that person for you. I hope you find today's video motivating and inspiring to catch up on something that you have been meaning to get done. The The kids and I were needing some new summer clothes, so I did pick up a couple of things and we were just removing all of the tags off of that and getting it in the washing machine so it is nice and clean and ready to be worn. But now I wanted to share my new cleaning tool that I absolutely love. This is the Tineco Floor One Stretch S6, and it is my new favorite wet dry vacuum. This thing is a powerhouse when it comes to cleaning, and the coolest feature is the 180-degree lay flat design. The Stretch S6 can recline completely to a 180-degree position to reach into those hard to reach spaces and underneath your low lying furniture. This is a game changer for the hidden messes and the dust bunnies that may be hiding underneath your cabinets and furniture. Another great feature is how easy the S6 is to maneuver. It has many assistive wheels that allow for effortless maneuvering, and with the repositioned clean water tank now located above the brush head, it reduces the body weight of the machine, making for a much easier clean. It also has a 45-degree swivel design that flexibly swivels for an easier clean. Of course, this can clean wet and dry messes all in one go. No mess is too much for this machine, and it really does cut your cleaning time in half. As you can see from these messes, it cleans right up into the baseboards and even cleans the messes stuck in the corners. I did line up some common messes in our house: pet fur, snack crumbs, and spilled drinks, and this machine cleaned it up with zero effort. It was amazing how well this got my floors cleaned. Once your cleaning is complete, you can activate the flash dry self-cleaning system. The efficient self-clean cycle uses hot water to clean the brush and flush the whole system within 2 minutes. It then dries the roller with heated air within 5 minutes. This way, you are left with a clean, dry, and fresh roller every time. Another amazing upgrade to this machine is the upgraded soft battery pack. It has a lifespan of 3 years, which is triple the older lithium-ion battery, and ensures a more consistent battery performance. One of my favorite features is the solid and liquid waste separation. This makes disposal of the waste so much easier. And you guys know I have always been a big fan of Tineco. I have shared quite a few of their machines here on my channel, and this one is top notch. I absolutely love it, and I use it on a daily basis. I think every household needs a good wet dry vacuum, and I highly recommend this one. Make sure you use my link down below in the description box to shop the Tineco Floor One Stretch S6, and a big thank you to Tineco for sponsoring today's video.
All my thoughts are running round inside my head. Emotions keep coming, they're keeping me from thinking straight. Thought it would be different when I got my things in place, stuck in this commotion.
On top of the busyness of the end of the school year, we are also celebrating 2 birthdays. Quinn's birthday is actually tomorrow, but it will have passed when you guys are seeing this video. It's tomorrow from the day I am recording these voiceovers, and she is turning 4, which I honestly cannot believe my youngest child is going to be 4. There is something about the youngest child turning a year older. It just feels different. It feels like a chapter closing every single year, and it's just so bittersweet. And then Grayson is turning 8, and he turns 8 days after Quinn's birthday. So they are just under 4 years apart. And then Rowan is in the middle of them. I did have 3 kids, 3 and under. And when they were younger, it was absolute chaos. We were just so busy, but it was great. And I loved having them so close together. And now that they are getting older, I love that they are all close in age and they'll always be there for each other. But they each have a birthday coming, and we have 2 parties to plan and 2 parties to throw. And it feels very chaotic at the end of May and the beginning of June with their birthdays together. I always get overwhelmed when planning and throwing parties. I absolutely love doing it. You guys know I love to celebrate everything, especially my kids' birthdays, and I love having people over and hosting parties and doing the whole thing, but it's definitely overwhelming doing 2 back to back. We are actually doing Quinn's out at the campsite this year, which I think is going to be super fun. That's what she wanted to do. And then we actually rented out a school gym for Grayson's birthday. So we're not doing it at the house. He invited his whole class and we're all going to a school gym so they can just run around and get the energy out. And I think that's going to be a really good place to have an 8-year-old birthday. But I'm so excited for them. It breaks my heart a little bit every single year that they get older, but I, of course, love to see the people that they are growing up and becoming. It's just such a wild ride.
I feel like I've been here before, familiar with the view. This ain't nothing new. And every time that you walk through the door, I'm hit by the same old tide, blinded by the lights, and I'm going through changes, but it's easier with you. I'm going through changes, and so are you. I live for the moments when you're around me. I know you've got secrets, but I can't keep on, and we're fading in and out together.
I also had a lot of people in my kitchen makeover video tell me we should put LEDs underneath and above the cabinets, and I forgot to show you guys that we do already have those installed. We use these almost every single night. It is so cozy. It is the perfect amount of light in our kitchen. I love the way they look. I would highly recommend these little LED bars underneath your cabinets if you like them too, because I just think they're so pretty and cozy. But I did just want to quickly show you that we do have them, and this is what they look like.
The fuse wide open, stuck in the moment. The fuse wide open, stuck in the moment. The fuse wide open, stuck in the moment. When I'm with you, I am not myself. You bring out the best in me, the side I know you can't see. And I don't need any other help than you standing by my side. If only for a while. I'm going through changes, and so are you. I live for the moments.
Now we are outside in our backyard, and I'm going to get all of the cushions out for all of our seating so we can start spending some time out here this summer. This egg chair is my favorite place to sit and hang out. I love to read my book in here when the kids are playing outside. We did get it from Costway, and I highly recommend. We also got this patio set here from Cozy, and it's also a 10 out of 10. We love to sit back here as a family. We do have a little tabletop fireplace. We got this from Costco, and we cook s'mores out here and just hang out in the mornings or the evenings, and it's just a cozy space to spend time. We unfortunately do have a pretty small backyard. That is one of the biggest things I would change about our house. Is I wish we had more space in our yard, but I feel like we did a really good job with what we had. We poured this concrete slab, so we were able to get all of this furniture, and I feel like we've made it a good space for our family to hang out. We do spend a good majority of our time outside out front because we do have a lot of kids in our neighborhood, and our kids love to go out there and hang out as a group. So we do spend a lot of it out there, but it's nice to have a usable space in our backyard as well.
It's the same old story being told inside my head. I'm too shy to straighten up my bones and be a man. I gotta tear this wall apart to let you in.
I'm going to be quickly wiping down my patio with a wet cloth just to clean the table off for when we eat out here next. And then I am also going to be putting the cushions onto the chairs as well. You will see me run off camera in a second, and that's because there was a wasp, and I am so nervous around wasps now. They were unreal bad last year. They were so bad. I don't know if everywhere was having a wasp issue, but I have never seen anything like it. They were everywhere. They were swarming us when we were camping, and it was just not a fun time. I am really hoping we don't have the wasp issue this year that we had last year. Poor Rowan got bit or stung twice last year. Gray got stung once, and I got stung once, and it was just no fun for anybody. Now Rowan is absolutely terrified of pretty much every bug, and that was not an issue, but wasp bites hurt, and like I said, poor girl got it twice. Now we are moving on to the kids' bedrooms, and the main thing I was wanting to tackle in Gray's room was his closet. He is also going through a big Lego stage, and he's been working on something on the side of his room here, but I am so tired of walking around this every day. Every day he says he's trying to finish it and he's going to work on it, and he just hasn't. So I'm just going to quickly put everything away into a container and get it put somewhere safely before he starts losing any of the pieces.
To tear my wall apart. It's the only way to start to let you when it's over. I will see what I've done, letting go too soon.
So this room was originally Rowan's old room, and that is why the inside of the closet is pink. We did paint inside the closets when we painted the bedrooms, and that was a mistake. I highly recommend against doing that. If I could go back, I would have just left the paint color the way it was. It was gray to match the rest of the house, or maybe even paint the inside of the closet white to match the shelving unit. I wish we did that, but we didn't, and I do have to get in here and paint the inside of his closet eventually. It's not something high on my radar. It isn't something I think about often until I am editing a clip when I am cleaning in here. I'm sure as he gets older, he will want me to paint it, and I will probably just paint it white to match the shelves in here. That's a project for another day, but I highly recommend against painting inside a closet.
I remember the day when we started talking. We were kids and I knocked down all of your mobiles, but you did not seem to mind at all. We took our bikes to the lake after school each day and skipped many stones from the beach, and one thing you said was listen.
One thing about Gray is that he is a collector of all of the things. He absolutely loves Pokemon cards, and he has a huge collection, and that is one of the things I am currently organizing here. He also has quite a large rock collection of just the cool rocks he's found outside that he wanted to keep. He loves to save things and keep things. He's a very sentimental guy. He still has all of his Valentines from his class. He has his end of the year cards from last year, and he just loves to hang on to stuff like that. I do slowly get rid of some of the stuff that is junk or garbage, but I do try and respect his things and his stuff and what's important to him. This is his bedroom first and a space for me to clean second, so I do really try and keep that in mind when I am going through his stuff. It might not aesthetically be my favorite, but like I said, it is his room and his space, and that is the most important.
Touch your ground, you wanted to hear that I got there all safe and sound, and you said, I know we're gonna stay the same. And now we're grown up, I don't really see you enough. There's too much to be done. Yeah, it's no fun, but
Now that the closet is a lot more organized and everything has its place, I am going to clear off his dresser because as you can see, it is also very cluttered. Like I said, he's a big collector and he likes to keep every single thing that comes into his possession. He has so many little McDonald's toys and just little things he collects along the way, but I am going to be throwing out most of these. He will never notice. I have done this on more than one occasion, and he has not once asked where something is. Sometimes you just got to make that executive decision and get rid of things that are just causing clutter and not adding any value. So some of the clothes that I washed earlier were now clean. I mostly purchased shorts for Grayson. Almost all of his shorts were getting too small for him, and this is all he wears all summer. He would wear shorts all year long if I let him, so I did get him quite a few new pairs. The children's place had really good sales this weekend, and that is why I stocked up. So I did just quickly go through his drawer, get all of the old shorts out that no longer fit him, and folded up his new stuff. Now we are moving on into the girls' room, and the first thing I was wanting to do was wash Quinn's bedding. She actually had the stomach bug a few days ago. We did just have it in March, so I don't know why she got it again. We have never gotten it twice in 1 year, so I'm hoping something just bothered her tummy because she did only get sick the one time. I'm crossing my fingers that no one else is going to catch anything because, like I said, we did just go through this 2 months ago, and it's just the worst. There's nothing worse, honestly, than waiting for the next person to go down when there is a bug running through your house. But I wanted to just wash her bedding again, just to get all the germs off it. And then we are going to go back into their room and get the rest of the bedroom cleaned up. When I was shopping for Gray, I did end up getting the girls a couple things for summer as well, mostly dresses because that is Rowan's preference in the summer months. Sometimes I just can't resist the girl clothes. There was so many cute items, and I did want to get them a few new pieces as well.
I don't think we got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. good that you know, yeah. Now, no words, no more, no. I really thought we had it covered. Was gonna patch up all the scars, but we smashed up all the parts. Oh, na na na. Always knew that you were stubborn, but didn't know it'd be so hard to figure out who you really are. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat, yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure.
That is going to be it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up down below. It really helps out my channel. And make sure you subscribe if you are new so you don't miss any of my future uploads. As I was editing this video, it honestly motivated me to get some more cleaning done around my house. I only have a few more rooms to finish up before we leave for our camping weekend. So I'm going to go film that, and I will see you all next Friday with a brand new video. Bye, guys.
I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, down.